Hey, Truth and Family, Bosco Nick here with Find Your Truth. I kind of want to hit a few things about, just finally got off work, so I am going to have a beer. Hit on a few things about this whole pandemic, okay? And we have a lot of people on Facebook, a lot of independent journalists who are trying to be independent journalists anyhow. I do like Hobut News on Facebook. He's always covering some pretty good stuff. But people in his aspect are failing to view one thing. And they should be pushing this information out to everybody as an independent journalist. That goes for all of us. The reason why that they gave people, more money on unemployment and all this other stuff, and that Congress failed to pass certain bills and yada, yada, yada. Well, that's because the 6-month mark is up for the the national emergency declaration. And they were supposed to review this. This is in an executive order, parts of the executive orders, multiple executive orders. Just in the national emergency declaration alone, there's multiple executive orders. Most people fail to even realize this. And it all talks about how the president loses his power to FEMA and the United Nations, and how Congress can't review it for 6 months. And it talks about how they can utilize the air, railways, and ports of entry via sea. How they can stockpile food, which is what they're doing now. How FEMA can actually move entire cities and populations to an area they deem fit. It's all happening. Like the California wildfires. If you don't move out, we're going to burn you out. And then we're going to raise your taxes and all kinds of other stuff. And it's going to force people to move on their own, which is going to save them a lot of trouble, so they don't have to send in the National Guard and assemble the National Guard, because they have them ready. Richie from Boston and Mike Decker that he associates with, they put out that the National Guard has already been established all over the country, and they're hidden in rock quarries and places where people usually don't go. I actually heard that one of our overlanding parks out here, our four-wheel drive parks, actually signed a document to the military they could do underground training out there. That was news to me. But back to the point. The 6 months is up. Congress, I don't even think they're looking over anything. And they can't, actually, because as long as the medical professionals, because they could utilize medical professionals too during a national declaration, just like they do the police, the sea, the air, the land, everything. That includes your utility bills, henceforth why California is able to shut off your power if you don't adhere to their lockdowns and face mask coverings and all this other bullshit. And they'll shut the power off to your home. No, that like that's not going to hurt your health. Or like locking you in your home and not allowing you to leave to get food, like that's not bad for your health. Like the state stockpiling food when they don't need to, that's not bad for people's health. And why is all of it happening? Because the UN has an agenda, and it's 21 and 2030. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. Read it. Read it for your damn self. Use your own discernment that the Creator gave you, and read the shit for yourself. Quit being ignorant and stubborn and just, I'll just watch TV and the professionals, they'll tell me everything I need to know. They're not professionals, they're actors, they're paid to lie to you, and that's what they do. That is what they do. Okay? People are all, oh, democracy this, democracy that. Actually, I watch another guy on YouTube that goes to other countries that are in democracies, and guess what? Their countries and little towns and little areas look like third world countries. Falling the F apart. Oh no, but we want democracy. That's like the people that are voters that I get a kick out of. Oh, I'm a registered Republican, but we need democracy in this country or it ain't gonna work. You're a Republican voter, but you want democracy. I'm not following. I'm not following. I know back in a long time ago, a couple hundred years ago, there was the Democratic Republic. That's your left-right paradigm right now. It's the same thing. That's why they say right wing, left wing, it's two wings on the same bird. That's why they say that, because it is. There's no federation anymore. There's no, a constitutional republic of we the people. We the people are the republic. There is no political point of view of it. It's just we are the republic. The government was set forth to stay small, to make sure that it ensures the safety of the country and just make sure that our constitutional and God-given rights stay fit. And that no one messes with it. And the League of Nations, the United Nations and Council on Foreign Relations and, all them 1% scumbags, they're our problem. They're the world's problem. They are the world's problem. Okay? And I don't care if you say, oh, well, I vote Trump and I vote Hillary or whatever the hell and yada, yada, yada. They're all related. Doesn't matter, Democrat, Republican. They're Democratic Republic. They are of the same bloodline, the same families, the same monarchy, the same thing. If a 12-year-old girl can figure out the bloodline of all the presidents, and none of you can, there's a problem. And they're going to keep pushing the numbers, and as long as they keep pushing the numbers, the emergency declaration will stick and stay until the UN says, hey, guess what? The New World Order behind closed doors, like they have that song on their website, the UN website. Look it up about their little online virtual concert they had. It tells you right in there, New World Order behind closed doors. Like, hello? Not a conspiracy theory. They're blatantly telling you. They're doing it all the time. They're telling you they're spraying the sky after we've been telling you they're spraying the sky. Then they come out and say it. Nobody gives us a, oh, gee, we're sorry. Or how we're telling you that they're screwing with the money. Oh, gee, coin shortage. Gee, we're sorry. You're not a conspiracy theorist after all. No, we're not. So wake the hell up. Start using your brain and your eyes and realize what's going on. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Just, if the whole country stopped, they're just going to pick somebody anyway. And even if you did pick, or think you have a choice to pick, they're going to pick it anyway, because that's who they have set for that. It's a plan. It's an agenda. These people have goals that exceed 100 plus years from now, and you don't even know what you're going to eat for lunch tomorrow. That's an ODD TV quote. Check him out too if you like truth music or rap. Truth rap is pretty badass, believe it or not, especially by him. So check out his channel, subscribe, and subscribe to Richie from Boston, RFB or RFB2. 2 is in 2 eyes for Roman numerals. And there's just so much information floating around in my head. It's unbelievable. Yeah, subscribe to those guys. Those, and there's more. You know, you'll catch on, but the YouTube and all these algorithms and shit. Like, I make these videos and I don't even use special effects. I don't use a laptop. I don't sit here and show you all this stuff. I'm not going to pin and post stuff down in the comment section or in the description box or any of that. I'm going to tell you. If you can't hear it, you can always go back, rewind, watch it again, or stop and go back and view the part you need to hear to look it up and research it. But you got to really dig, because Google's works for China, and there's a lot of other companies that are working for China. And speaking of China, they threw the largest pool party in the world. Yep, Wuhan, China, by the way, where this whole thing started. And they were having a blast. Probably partying it up because they done tricked everybody into believing their fake ass shit. So, remember, they bought all the debt. I haven't even taken a sip of that beer since I opened it. We're living in some pretty messed up times. I wasn't even going to do this today. I was just going to sit back and just watch videos and see what other people had to say about the past couple days. And everybody that I've been watching is basically on key. You got SGT report with the economic standpoint. Mysteries of the Unknown, he's pretty much got just about every base covered. Some things I agree with. Well, a lot of things I do agree with him, and then some things I don't. Like about Trump and all that and everything. I can't do it. I can't see that a politician is going to save something or people. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeshua wasn't a politician. When Christ came here, wasn't a politician. He wasn't even a priest. He wasn't anything. He was just, the son. The son of God. So, or it was God in the flesh. Who knows, It could just be a man like me and you, just knows the truth, was speaking the truth, and people understood back then. They were like, yeah, because things were most easily spoken. They didn't have such a large variety of alphabets and words. They were just basic words, like Greek, for example. Instead of saying, come and take it, they just said, come take. That's simple enough for the enemy to know, well, shit, they ain't giving anything up. So life was a lot simpler then than it is now. They've confused everything through phonetics, our language, and indoctrination. Just crazy things. First sip. So, people just really got to start rubbing their brain cells together. Start getting that, getting rid of that cognitive dissonance. Start using some of your own discernment. View things. Look around. Don't just look at products on a shelf. Seriously, just look around. Look at the people that are wearing masks, and then look at the people that aren't wearing masks. Look at the people that are just wearing face shields. What, did the virus have to go to virus school to figure out how to get behind it or something? Or down inside the little crack and crevice behind your nose to get into mask? None of that stuff. Read it. There's randomized controlled tests out there that were done on these items that your political oppressors telling you to cover your face with. And here it could cause more health problems than catching nothing. Or, if you're already sick, you're going to keep yourself sick. And then they're going to give you this, and that's just going to do you right in. It's time to wake up. Share this with everybody you know. like I said, I don't do anything special. I really don't. I'm not on here to give you fancy background noises and music and whatever. I don't mean to make it boring either. That's why I try to keep my voice up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't want to be monotone. I don't want to be boring. I want you to kind of get the message and understand what I'm saying and realize that you have the power of information, whether it be via your cell phone, a laptop. Just don't go through your most advertised search engines. Use backdoor search engines. Trying to think of everything I can say right now. And with the emergency declaration, that's just going to keep going. That's just going to keep going until 2021, after the election. And even further, it's going to go further than that. They're not done until 2030. They're not done until 2030. That's when their full agenda will be complete, is in 2030. That's when they'll have the one world government, the one world religion, and, the one world currency all set in stone. Just like the Georgia Guidestones. Stuff that don't belong here. The obelisk in D.C., which Washington, D.C., the United States Washington, D.C. Corporation Act of 1871 is not even considered part of this country. It has its own flag. Like a country would have. It has its own flag. Not like a state where it has a crest. This is its own flag, with 3 stars on it, which represents the Trilateral Commission. Look it all up. Or don't. Bosco Nick with Find Your Truth, and I hope people start to find their truth, and I hope they do it fast, because they're pushing it all fast. I'm out.